Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful morning. My name is Kanhaiya Jha, and I'm heading the sales and marketing for ICOFP, International College of Financial Planning. It's a group of Bajaj Capital Limited. Today, we are here to for a session on Master Financial Planning Construction. It's a 90-minute practical session on how to construct a financial plan for you or maybe for your client. Please join us to welcome Robin sir. He is a certified financial planner and he is a SEBI registered RIA. He holds more than 20 years of experience in different corporates and other uh, companies. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Kanaya. Thank you, Krishnan. Thank you for having me. And okay, so this is a elaborate 90-minute session. How we are going to take it forward. The first session will be focusing more on how to create a master financial plan. Okay, and the second part, why CFP is important, why ICFP is the benchmark of CFP certification in India. And that's how the first part and second part will be phased out. Okay, a brief introduction has been given by Kanaya. So I am Robin Joseph. I am a SEBI registered investment advisor, also a certified financial planner. I have my own investment and equity advisory firm known as My Guide to Wealth based in Noida. And currently I'm associated with a lot of fintech companies and financial planning firms like One Finance, Total Finance, and other uh, fintech apps, more of a qualified financial advisor and as a consultant as well. Okay, so that's a brief about me. What we'll do now, we'll start off with the first part on the master course of creating a financial plan. Okay. So we have 123 participants here. Okay, so how many of you are from finance background? How many of you from non-finance background does not matter. Okay. What I'm showing you is not on PPT, is just on practical experience in Excel. Very easy. Some knowledge of TVM, what we say time value of money would be needed, but you can gather that information in matter of time by Googling it or going through YouTube. What I've created is a basic template, and all this experience that I've gained through this entire financial plan journey providing to my clients, one thing I've seen them, okay, they want a basic financial plan, which is not more than 10 to 15 pages, okay. I've seen companies providing a lengthy 50, 100 pages. They do not require that. They require a basic 10 to 15 pages of financial plan, which covers mainly their entire assets, expense tracking, income and expenses, how much is a surplus, major focus on retirement planning, child education, and wedding goals. Mostly asset allocation is also most important, what a lot of clients are expecting. So first I'll deep dive to the Excel. I'll share the Excel with you and then we can go ahead. Everyone is able to view the Excel? Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. Okay, so no PPTs. PPTs I'll let you know at the end when I'm showing you the benefits of CFP and how CFP matters, how ICFP delivers the best of the lot in as of CFP. Okay, so the first part, we'll discuss financial planning processes. This is a basic as laid down by FPSB. And there are six parts to it of financial planning processes. One would be establishing and defining the relationship with the client. Okay. So guys, this is quite important because in this first phase, you interact with the client. Okay. there's a mutual agreement, there's a scope of engagement. The client would say, these are my requirements, and this is what I am expecting you to help me out. Okay. I have some problems with the time and planning. I don't know how to fund my children's education or wedding goals. So this is the first touch point, establishing and defining the relationship with the client. The second part will be collecting the client information. And before that, we have a risk profiling questionnaire. Why risk profiling questionnaire is important, I'll let you know, because over here, you will be able to gauge the risk appetite of the customer. What is the capacity of risk can he take? Can he take 80% in equity? How much can he take in equity exposure? Over here, we take all the quantitative information, could be assets, expenses, liabilities, insurance details, how much corpus has he have saved, real estate, all the quantitative information. Qualitative information, you normally get it from the risk profiling questionnaire. And my request to everyone will be, when you're making the risk profiling questionnaire, don't put too many questions. I would say 10 questions is more than enough to gauge the risk-taking ability of a client. Third will be analyzing and assessing the client's financial situation and status. The third phase is important for the financial advisor because, okay, guys, what I'll do a bit of English and Hindi, okay? So that will be more comfortable for you guys. Kanai, is that okay, English and Hindi, or you want me to stick with English only?
Right, sir. Hindi is always my primary
Okay,
language.
fine. Okay, because we have guys from South also. So, okay, so we'll do
Yes.
a bit of Hindi and English. Third phase, as I said, is analyzing, assessing the client's financial status. Over here, the financial advisor would be able to gauge the overall condition of the client. And this is the important phase from the financial advisor perspective. Fourth is the most important, where he develops the financial planning and the recommendation and presents them to the client. He will present templates of retirement planning, how you plan to go for your retirement, and the before retirement and after retirement, accumulation and distribution phase, how to plan your children's future goals, how to plan your liability management, paying off your EMIs, how to go about that, looking from risk management, insurance planning perspective. Also, most important, looking at the cash flow situation. Fifth part is where the client will come here, and he will start implementing your financial planning recommendations. This is important from client perspective, where I would say these are the mutual fund that you need to invest. You need to do SIP in this. You need to take a term cover of 1 crore or 2 crores just for family protection. You need to take a health insurance plan, a family floater plan. This is your liability management plan. You have to allocate this much money for an accelerated home loan repayment plan. Several instances will be there. And the sixth point is reviewing the client situation. Basis the mutual agreement between the client and the advisor, we can review it quarterly, 6 monthly, yearly. But what I've seen my clients, they come back to me every quarterly and revisit their financial plan. And in the course of time, in this entire 1 hour, I'll tell you why they want to touch point with me. Now, I think it's an important part. Most of the clients will touch point with you right now because markets are volatile. They ask you, sir, ये mutual fund बढ़िया है या ये mutual fund बढ़िया है? मैं large cap में invest करूँ? Sir, मैंने mid cap और small cap funds is 60 or 70% of my entire equity portfolio. What should I do? So this is a very critical time where I think about 80% of your clients will come and will touch base with you on how to go about the entire financial plan journey. Okay, so this is a basis of financial planning processes. Okay, now we move to the risk profiling questionnaire. This is a simple risk profiling questionnaire where I ask a sample. Okay, don't go by the numbers and all. जो numbers दिख रहे हैं, जो rupees values दिख रहे हैं, don't go by that. I've just simulated one for your understanding. डेमोग्राफिक डेटा वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। आपको समझना पड़ेगा क्लाइंट का एज, spouse's age, how many kids he has, what are the ages, how many dependent parents he has, dependent parent in-laws he has. Okay, so these are important demographic data. Where does he belong? Is there any dependent siblings that he has? Okay, he belongs to which town? When after retirement, इस बंदे को कहाँ सेटल होना है? All this important information. See, you cannot collect it in a document. Okay, you have to talk to him. Okay, ये इंपॉर्टेंट फेज होता है। जो फर्स्ट फेज होता है ना, एस्टैब्लिशिंग एंड डिफाइनिंग द इंटरेक्शन क्लाइंट, हियर इट्स मोर ऑफ अ आइस ब्रेक। बिकॉज देखो, जिंदगी में दो डॉक्टर होने चाहिए। एक होना चाहिए फिजिशियन, आपका मेडिकल डॉक्टर, जो आपका हेल्थ देख सकें। एक होना चाहिए फाइनेंशियल डॉक्टर, जो I have seen lot of my clients have actually become good friends. Okay, and they actually pour their heart out saying, Robin, this is the problem I'm having financially and personally, do help me out. So that's why I'm saying the first process of FPSB financial planning is establishing and defining the relationship between the client and the advisor. And if you are able to manage the first process, then I'm saying this client will remain with you for lifetime. Okay. This client will remain with you lifetime. So please focus on the first process, which is talking to the client and building a relationship. I have seen right now the chunk of CFPs which are coming. Soft skills are majorly lacking, communication skills. And this is why CFP focuses, the theory part of CFP focuses on building your soft skill, how you should interact with your client, how you should build a relationship with your client. Okay. So this is in level 4 theory, and also in the course of the CFP level 1 to level 4, we build the communication skills of a advisor, how to talk to a client. Second part is high level financial details, where you ask him, I will just speed it up. मैं क्योंकि ये lengthy 1 घंटे का है, and it's quite overwhelming. I don't think it's overwhelming, but lot of details. Don't be overwhelmed with the lot of information and data provided. So second part is, आप customer से, client से high level financial data लीजिए, source of income, parents, उनका इनकम कैसा है, पेंशनर है, करंट इनकम लेवल क्या है, स्पाउस अर्न करती हैं, मंथली एक्सपेंसेस क्या है, अप्रोक्सीमेट सम कितना है, कॉर्पस कितना है, ईएमआई कितना है। सो बेसिक फाइनेंशियल डिटेल्स यू विल टेक इट। एंड दिस इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, यहाँ आप उस क्लाइंट की रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग कर पाओगे। देयर आर सिंपल क्वेश्चंस लाइक, सर आपकी होराइजन, इन्वेस्टमेंट होराइजन कितनी कितनी लंबी है, 5 से 10 साल है, 15 से 20 साल है? How long can you keep invested in the market or in mutual funds or any fixed income instrument? Okay. Second is, how well do you understand investing in equity markets? There are a lot of retirees जो 50 plus हैं, 60 plus हैं, those who do not know about mutual fund. So this is a part where you will know more information about the client, कि उसको म्यूचुअल फंड के बारे में पता है, उसको स्टॉक्स के बारे में पता है। So lot of information the client will open up over here. Here is current income and future income. Retirement के बाद कुछ income source है क्या? Okay, so this is a question like, we are given 5 instances, and here the client has chosen that what is the best investment objective. He has chosen, I can consider a loss of 8% if the possible gains are of 22% in a year's time or in a 2 years time. There are a lot of instances जहाँ हम करते हैं loss of 20%, gain of 50%. इससे आपको client की risk appetite बहुत अच्छी तरह पता चलती है। यहाँ you come to know the long-term view of the client. He wants to stay invested for how many years? 5 years, 10 years. Okay. This is an important question where we normally tend to ask कि अगर आपको, आपका मतलब 1-2 महीने में आपका अगर पोर्टफोलियो 10% गिरता है, 20% करता है, तो आपकी मेंटल स्टेट क्या है? What will you do? Okay. So these are basic questions where you need to ask and probe the customer, the client a lot. Okay. Now moving on to the expense tracker. A lot of my clients and the young clients especially ask me, sir, sir, can you give us a app जिसमें पूरी expenses track होए? I would say Excel is the best. Excel is the best expense tracker. Okay. Just for everyone's help, uh, this is a client which has who has made this Excel for me. Okay, I'll tell you, this was a very interesting scenario where this client of mine works in Google. And I asked him, how much are your expenses? He said, my expenses are 2.5 lakh, 3 lakh. Okay. I said, when I understand the entire situation and all, I asked Mr. Singh, I don't think your expenses will be 3 lakhs. I think it will be lesser than that. So what he has done was he had actually added parental support money into the expenses. That is rightly done. That's fine. But he had never in a Excel tabulated the expenses, like how much is in rent, how much is goes in electricity bill, groceries, domestic support, fuel, school, online subscriptions. So I told him to make a detailed one. Okay. While the numbers can be here and there, don't go about the numbers and all. Then he presented, Robbins, my expenses are not 3 lakhs. Okay. मेरे expenses 3 लाख नहीं है, मेरे expenses है करीबन 1.8 lakhs or 1.6 lakhs. Okay. The reason why this is a most important phase, because I have seen, देखो जब आप ये tracker, when you build your expenses in the tracker and you want to build a retirement corpus, a major skew of 5,000 or 10,000 rupees or 15,000 आपका retirement corpus बहुत बढ़ा देगा. Okay. And maybe you may not be able to achieve that corpus. So that's why all of you should do this exercise. List down. I normally tell my client, list down each and every item which is more than 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees. Okay. Over here, expenses, these are fixed expenses. Below that are periodic expenses like insurance premium, vacation, and all. And now, okay, see, vacation may lot of my HNI clients have a problem. Okay. I tell them, okay, you go to vacation, आप जाते हो, you go for an international trip. How much you expense? So 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs and all. So, but do understand, putting 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs in the Excel, that means the extra expense of 40,000. Okay. And if I have to build the retirement planning and the cash flow situation basis that vacation expense, it's a Herculean task. So please ask them, probe more about vacation expenses. Okay. Normally HNI clients में ये problem होती है कि vacation, they normally exaggerate and they say it around 6 to 8 lakhs. Okay. So fixed expenses rakhiye, periodic expenses rakhiye, and you arrive at the overall expenses part. Okay, now this is a basic principle followed by a lot of advisor, 50, 30, 20. 50 are fixed expenses, 30 are your basically your variable or wants. Okay. And 20 is should be there as savings. If Robbins is saying 20% savings होना चाहिए, इसका मतलब नहीं है कि everyone start putting 20% in savings. Okay. I normally say savings पहले आप save करो, उसके बाद spend करो. एंड वॉरेन बुफे का एक फेमस स्टेटमेंट है, डू नॉट सेव व्हाट इज लेफ्ट आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग बट स्पेंड व्हाट इज लेफ्ट आफ्टर सेविंग. ओके. एंड below that there are two equations. Most of the clients and most of you also will be experimenting on the first part, which is इनकम आती है 1 तारीख को, हम पहले एक्सपेंसेस डिडक्ट करते हैं फिर सेव करते हैं. A very well advised financial acumen guy who is a good investor will first save and then spend. Okay. So keep this motto for yourself for your entire financial plan journey, and also tell it to your client. So first let's do the saving part and then you can spend. You will know the balance amount on how much you can spend. Okay. So very critical information. And I have seen a lot of advisors miss out on this important part of expenses. Okay. And I would say if you're spending, let's say, 1 hour with the client, at least spend 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes on expenses. Pre-retirement expenses, how much होने चाहिए, post retirement कितने होने चाहिए. Okay, but do understand, when I'm talking about post retirement expenses goes down by historically and by empirical evidence. We have seen by at least 20-25%, because school fees will not be there, college fees will not be there, a lot of recreation, vacation expenses कम हो जाते हैं, gym, uh, parental support, all those expenses will not be there. Okay. So post-retirement expenses do arrive at a common figure. Ask your client. So should I take it 80% of your present expenses? Should I take it 75%? Okay. So that's more important. I hope expense tracker, this entire information on expense, you gave you a lot of information on how to talk to the client on expenses. And I would say this is the most important part of the entire financial planning, where you have to understand the expenses. Okay. Now coming to the next part is, you need to understand the asset and liabilities of the client. Okay. What I've done it everything in an Excel. I've not taken an app. There are a lot of fintech apps which are coming in the market. Okay. And I personally say to all, Excel is the best friend. Okay. You should also start experimenting in Excel. Okay. As a CFP, there are two sets of students who use a Casio high-end financial calculator, and there are other set of students who use Excel. Lot of my While I teach investment and mutual fund to Bajaj Capital Wealth Manager, a lot of people ask me, Robin, मेरे को financial calculator use करना चाहिए Casio का, or should I use Excel? I normally tell them, what suits you best, do that. I have been using Excel for my last 20 years of my corporate life, so I'm well versed. I know the Excel much better. Okay. And how I started liking financial planning, I would say it all come back. If you can look at my screen, you can see this formulas over here. Under financial, you will see the entire financial terms and the calculation: present value, future value, PMT, rate, interest. I maybe 10 years, 15 years back, when I was in Bombay, I wanted to buy a house. Okay. And because of scarcity of funds, I said, okay, I will pinpoint on 30 lakhs of loan. And at that time, there were no financial advisory, had not built to that level. So I just YouTubed and I got this information how to find the loan amount. Okay. So easily I went to PMT, the PMT function in the financial calculator in Excel, and got to know how much is the EMI that I have to pay. Then I used to do a lot of changes over here. मान लो अगर 50 लाख का घर खरीदा मैंने बॉम्बे थाने में, अगर 30 लाख का लोन है तो 20 लाख डाउन पेमेंट है. देन ऐसा ठीक है, मैं डाउन पेमेंट थोड़ा बढ़ा देता हूँ, 25 लाख कर देता हूँ, तो लोन कितना कम हो जाता है, मेरे कैश फ्लो को हिट नहीं करेगा. ओके. सो आई वुड से, since you're all future financial planners, in YouTube or in Google, this is the most important tab. Okay. You will live and die in this particular tab. Okay. So please understand the time value of money when I come to the next tab. Okay. So over here, asset and liabilities, put down all the assets of the client. Kitni properties hain. Okay. No, a lot of financial advisors miss this part. Okay. If property one is for self use, please put it over there. This is for self use of Robin Joseph. Or this property of 1 crore is self use of Kanaya, where he's living in Delhi. Okay. He also has a 50 lakhs property, maybe in Mayurya. Okay. Which is maybe a rental yielding property. So put that. And how much is the rent coming from there? Put it across here. How much is the savings required? Okay. While we're talking about savings amount and all, I normally tell my clients, Don't put money into savings. Put it in a sweep in FD or recurring FD, and only put do a 50-50%, 50% in short-term debt fund and 50% in a recurring FD. And that should be 6 months of their 6 months of their household expenses plus the EMIs. Okay. There was this young client who came, sir, I don't want to keep money in emergency because देखो अगर मेरे को इमरजेंसी होती है मेरी ऑफिस ना प्रोवाइड करती है 6 months ऑफ बेसिक इनकम प्लस डीए so I don't need if I have any request I normally tell my office then I said okay dear friend understand even if you submit it the money will take about 3 or 4 days to come or 5 days to come into your account. Okay, so it's not instant money that will come. So have some money in short-term debt funds or arbitrage funds or recurring FD. A lot of people, young, senior, 30 to 40, 50 to 60, put money in FD. Uh, do put money in FD, but should not be more than 6 months of household expenses or 1 year of household expenses. Very debatable. A lot of you will ask that question, why 6 months or 1 year? But yeah, because there are a lot of avenues. You can, debt funds is something where you can put your emergency funds. Equity mutual fund. Okay, in equity mutual fund, this client has mentioned 60 lakhs as my, this is a hypothetical number, don't go about that. Equity mutual fund में मेरे 60 लाख रुपए हैं. इसका I will get all the information from the cash statement, mutual fund or the CSDL or NSDL statement. Over there, I'll put that in a tabular form, or I will put it how much is in large cap, how much is in mid cap, and how much is in small cap. Over here, I specifically ask them, how much do you want? Okay, so somewhere if it's a retiree and he has put 70% in mid cap and small cap, then I say, sir, थोड़ा इसको आप taper down करिए, build more on large cap. Stocks and equity also list down all the stocks. If you are into equity advisory, please do consult. But if you, as a financial advisor, if you are not having a relevant equity research experience, please do not dabble into stocks and equity. Do not advise more on stocks. But if you have basic information on large cap stocks, I on all the risk averse investors, conservative investors, I right now some markets is correcting phase. I normally tell them that start building on Reliance, HDFC Banks, Larsen and Toubro, HUL, Nestle, ITC. Okay, all those good companies because these are at a very demand good zone. EPF balance, yahan you can take the EPF balance of spouse and self. And I would say it's better that you make two tables, two columns over here, one mentioning spouse ka, one mentioning of the client itself. Gold also. Gold is important. If it's physical gold, maybe at the market rate of 22 carat, put it whatever the price is. Debt mutual fund, NPS. Over here, these are the rate of return I've assumed. Property, a lot of people will say, Robin, अभी तो 7% नहीं चल रहा, अभी तो 25% का rate of return चल रहा in the last 2 years. But do understand, real estate goes through a cycles. Okay, when you enter the real estate, that depends your long-term appreciation. Okay, and now in this particular Excel, this is the market value. This is the corpus of this client, 3.28 crores. Over here, I have done a bifurcation of equity, debt, gold, how much in real estate, own use, real estate, rental yielding. Over here, you get a asset allocation distribution. Lot of people get confused. What should be my average return? Okay, so this is an interesting figure over here where I have added all the market value of his assets and investment, assumed the rate of return, which is averaging, and then taken the weight and done a sum product, which comes to around 8.7%. That means a lot of people say कि Robin आप मेरे को retirement corpus बोल रहे हो 2 crore का करने का, पर आप जो rate of return when you're putting it in an Excel, why are you assuming at 8 or 9%, but I'm investing 10 to 12%? I normally tell them it's best to take a conservative figure. Post-tax, 8 to 9% is historically tested. Empirical evidence says that take do the calculation basis the current asset allocation and derive at that. Okay. Maybe if the client wants to bit more aggressive, add 0.5% more. Okay, so a few question over here. I'll take some important questions over here. Why property one is considered for weighted average rate? This is just for overall composition. But if you see over here, Mohit, you can understand that when I'm going down there in the current net worth, I have excluded the self-use real estate. Okay. The one I've taken above is just more of a overall final compilation. Okay, so that's on the asset part. Okay, this is asset allocation, how you can build it. It's easily available in um, Google, and these are the different kind of asset allocation. Equity 60/40 is universally accepted, but that depends on the risk appetite of the client. You cannot be advising a client who is at age of 55, risk appetite of 60/40. Obviously, for retirees, I normally say not more than 30% should be there. Okay. I always tell my clients have a balanced approach in asset allocation where you need to put money in equity, debt, and gold. Okay. As a financial advisor, I normally advise my clients have a allocation of 10 to 15% in gold and silver. Okay, mainly as a hedge against inflation and also with the appreciation it's happening. But don't expect that gold, which is appreciated by 15, 18% in the last 3, 4 years, to appreciate at the same level. Okay, gold also has its own up and down. Maybe 2000 third peak of gold prices we have achieved in 2012. So it's a long gestation period of gold also. So just be careful in that. A lot of people ask me कि ये रॉबिन साहब बताइए कि मेरे को अगर एसेट एलोकेशन देखना है, म्यूचुअल परफॉर्मेंस समझना है, आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, एसेट एलोकेशन इन डिटेल, हाउ डज इक्विटीज म्यूचुअल फंड perform, how does real estate perform, how does gold perform, how does inflation impacts, what is if I stay in the equity markets for 7 years, 10 years, what kind of performance? I normally say, देखो Bible and Gita, which I normally tell to my clients as well. Funds India का एक comprehensive analysis आता है monthly. I think Arun Kumar, he's the one who does it. A fabulous job that team Funds India does it. Gives a very comprehensive overview of Indian equities, mutual fund, inflation, gold, bonds, US market, everything. I think every financial planner should spend in a month 1 hour going through Funds India report. Okay. While I'm saying that to all future planners, you should subscribe to Mint. You should subscribe to ET Wealth. You should read Economic Times, Value Research magazines, Mutual Fund Insight. Okay. All these are magazines which you should read to build your knowledge on financial planning. Okay. Funds India, it's readily available. It's in the Funds India website. Please go there, take the downloaded report and study more on how the entire asset classes behave. Okay. Okay, now time value of money, I think time crunch hai, so I'll just speed it up. Time value of money, very important as a financial planner, as you're doing CFP. It's important that financial calculator में आप time value of money, present value, future value of money कैसे निकालें. Okay. Do understand the importance that money in the present is worth more than the same sum of money to be received in the future. If I want to talk about time value of money, it will take 2 or 3 hours. But Google, YouTube, more on time value of money. I would say after this, to all future financial planners, after this call, go to YouTube, understand the time value of money. Put in YouTube or Google how to calculate EMI, how to calculate future value of my asset, how to calculate present value. Okay, very important. So I'm not detailing much on time value of money. To be a very good financial planner, you need to understand time value of money formula, how to extract rate, PV, FP, FV, PMT, most important. Okay, these are goals. Goal planning is more important, where you need to ask the client what are his goals. Okay, a lot of people are asking for Excel and all. We'll discuss that. Okay, see, few of the templates are over here a bit of proprietary. Okay, so we'll discuss and I'll come back to you after I discuss with Kanaya and Krishnan on that. Okay. Everyone wants the Excel sheet. Okay. Okay. Now financial goals. I have seen a lot of financial advisors missing on the goals part, especially. Okay. Here आपको client से बात कर details लेनी पड़ेगी. Okay. And normally वही तीन चार होते हैं, पर कभी कभी एक्स्ट्रा भी आ जाता है. Most important right now, our retirees, our clients which are in their 35 to 55 focus more on these two important part. Okay. मेरा common funda है which I tell my clients, and some of them don't like it when I tell them. See, children's education partly or maybe 60 to 70% have to be funded by children's only. Okay. A retiree cannot sacrifice his EPF, his VPF, or his real estate that he has built for lifetime for children's education. Okay. And some of them get a hang, okay, because then they discuss with their child. I'll tell you my example. When I did my MBA from SPG and Global in 2008 or 9, the fees was around 10 lakhs. Okay. I worked in Wipro for 4 5 years there. 50, it was a 50-50 combination, 50% financed by me and 50%, I'm sorry, it was 33, 33, 33. 33 was financed by my parents, 33 was done by me, and 33 I had taken a loan from, I think, Oriental Bank of Commerce. Okay. So I think this is an important part, I think, which I'm seeing like a lot of retirees are focusing more on college education for their kids. Reason why? Because they are sacrificing the retirement corpus. Buying a house, buying a vehicle, financial freedom and all. Okay, financial freedom में ना अभी काफी ये lecture हो रहे हैं, fire, financial independent, right early. Lot of young clients come to me, Robin, मैंने ना 25x of annual expenses ले लिया है, बना लिया है, तो मैं can I retire early? I normally tell them, see, my friend, understand FIRE stands for financial independence, retire early. Okay, I will never say retire early. I will always tell you aim for FI stands for financial independence. Always aim for financial independence rather than retiring early. और ये जो बहुत सारे जो advisors कहते हैं 25x or 30x, मैं तो benchmark, I would say my benchmark will be 50 to 60x for a client who is 35-year or a 45-year-old, not less than 50 to 60x of annual expenses. Okay. एक तो पहली बात, मैं I will not tell them to retire early. If by office conditions, if it's hostile, family conditions or medical conditions, I normally say 50x. Very comfortable figure. Sometimes, agar ye bhi, it's very hard that 50x of annual expenses get also will be neck to neck if you have any emergencies or medical emergencies or kuch issue aa jata hai family mein. Okay, retirement. Okay, so I'll drill more on retirement over here. Okay, so retirement may we're running a bit of time. So I have taken how I do a stress testing for my clients. I do build up 3 scenarios. Okay, this is a basic which is available in the internet and all. Okay, I have just added PV FV formula. Okay, and don't ask for this Excel because it's readily available. You can build it. Just put retirement planning calculator. Since you are all future financial planners, I want you to study PV and FP and all. If I send you this Excel, you will not learn it. Okay. And a lot of people right now in their 30s and 40s starts experiment on this. Okay, कहेंगे यार रॉबिन मेरे को एक्सेल भेज दो एंड दे ये यहाँ नंबर्स बदलते रहते हैं, रिटायरमेंट कॉर्पस चेंज करते रहते हैं. ओके यार मेरा रिटायरमेंट कॉर्पस बन गया, अब तो मैं रिटायर कर सकता हूँ. ओके, वेरी रॉन्ग रॉन्ग थिंग टू डू if if most of you are thinking about financial independence and all. रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग में नॉर्मली टेक करंट एज, रिटायरमेंट एज, नंबर इयर्स ऑफ लेट फॉर रिटायरमेंट, लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी कितनी 85 रखता हूँ. लॉट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर्स पुट 90. ऐसे थोड़े क्लाइंट्स होते हैं सर मेरे को तो 85 तक रहना नहीं है, आप इसको 70 रख लिए. सो आई नॉर्मली लाफ इट ऑफ इन दैट केस. आई most important, I tell them, please give me a pinpoint on your monthly expenses, including your periodic and fixed. Okay, monthly expenses, inflation कितना होना चाहिए, expenses required after retirement I put as 90%, retire rate of return I put as modest post tax 9%, inflation 6%, and the retirement corpus needed is around 7.6. Okay, so over here, if you see, these are three fields where I've assumed 64,000, 80,000, and 1 lakh. I do a lot of writing in Quora and all, where people are very interested and have appreciated me on Quora about retirement and financial independence. You can follow me in Quora under my name and all. So this clear says that a guy who is 30 years and wants to retire at 60, उसका corpus कितना होना चाहिए? Corpus होना चाहिए 7.6. अगर मान लो वो कहता है मेरे को रिटायर करना है रॉबिन 40 में, तो कॉर्पस होएगा 3.49 करोड़. बट 3.49 करोड़ के लिए he needs to add more money. Okay, so here I've assumed how much money he needs to add if he has to. If the present value corpus is 0, कितना मंथली सेविंग चाहिए होएगा? It's 1.87 lakhs monthly. Okay, obviously there are a lot of permutation combinations. So if I add 2 crores is the, let's say 1 crore is the retirement corpus, then you can see the monthly savings investment goes down by 66. Okay, this is more or less, I would say, अगर वो 40,000 एक मंथली सिप में डालते हैं at 8.5%, let's say on a modest level 8.5% average return, जो मैंने आपको पहले एक्सेल में दिखाया था, how much corpus will it get built. So over here, when I put the age of 60, the corpus required is 7.6. But do make the clients understand, sir, if you invest 40,000 in equity fund or all other assets at a weighted average return of 8.5, you will gather 13.7 crores. Okay. ये है, I'm not added the mother Excel because this is how much investments you do in equity and debt just to reach this figure of 13.7. As financial advisors, I always emphasize on stress testing. जहाँ मैंने यहाँ 100% expenses after retirement लिया है. Over here, I've assumed 100% expenses after retirement and life expectancy at 90 years. Okay, this is a very important stage where the client starts interacting. Okay, यहाँ होता है, मैंने क्लाइंट जो कहते हैं कि मेरे को 50 में रिटायर करना है, जब मैं एक्सेल दिखाता हूँ they will say, okay Robin, as per the Excel I don't think so I can retire at 45 50. I'm going to defer my retirement plan by 5 or 10 years more. Okay, so do a lot of stress test in retirement planning to make the client understand. And most important, I think Ravi Sarogi is a financial planner. He's a CFP. He has done a very good research paper on safe withdrawal rate. Okay, अभी बहुत गाना चल रहा है कि safe withdrawal rate अगर 4% हो तो can we retire and all. And this is a very good research paper. I would like, you can Google it and take this research paper. Okay, it gives you a lot of understanding on sequence of risk. Okay, देखो सीक्वेंस ऑफ रिस्क का मतलब होता है, यहां मैंने क्या किया, मैंने यहाँ रेट ऑफ रिटर्न अज्यूम किया 8%. ओके, डू अंडरस्टैंड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न, we are putting money in volatile asset classes like equity and all. The percentages changes. Okay, when the percentages changes, the average return, if it remains same, the closing value, the end terminal value will also change. So this is a good exercise where, since running out of bit of time, so year 1 में अगर 18% इंक्रीज होता है, year 2 में 14, 25, -7, 15%, एवरेज रिटर्न तो 7% आ रहा है, बट द क्लोजिंग वैल्यू इज 109 रुपीज. Now over here, we have taken a different returns. -15, -7, 25, 14, 18. Yeah, average return to 7% aa raha hai, but have a look at the closing value. This is sequence of risk, okay? And this is the biggest, I would say, risk for a retiree who wants to plan retirement, okay? Normally without sequence of risk, अगर आप एक्सेल में बनाओगे तो आपको ये दिखेगा रिटायरमेंट कॉर्पस आपका 2051 तक आप जब लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी है तो चलता रहेगा. Your entire income will also come to zero and all your retirement corpus will come to zero. But this is 2051. But when we build sequence of risk, what it says over here is you will entirely exhaust your retirement corpus by 2046. So go through this paper. Since you are all financial planners, go through this paper is important on understanding safe withdrawal rate. This is on children goals and planning. I normally, I think financial planning में M. Pattu is author of Free Finkel reports and all. Okay, he gives excellent papers and details every morning on what should be investment journey, what should be retirement journey, and all. And over here, a template I've used. This is a proprietary one, just to showing for all of you. This is a children's education goal sheet where 13 years is to goal, present cost of. Okay, sorry, this is wedding. Okay, don't take it as. This is education. 25 lakhs after 13 years, it will be around 86.3 lakhs. Total amount invested is 10 lakhs. What should be the equity and fixed income allocation? These are the returns. And this is the monthly investment 10%. And this is a tabular form where the algorithm builds and gets this kind of value. This can be done if you are CFP and if you know PV, FV and rate and all, you can also build it. But this is more or less I've taken from there. Okay, now coming to insurance. Insurance, I would want, as since you all are future planners, you should detail the life insurance and the health insurance in two different tabs. Detail all the endowment plan, term life insurance plans, health insurance plan. You need to also calculate on your own. This is a human life value calculator, which I built. Age is 30. If monthly expenses are 64, yearly expenses comes to around 7.7 lakhs. Life expectancy is 85. Inflation अगर 6% और rate of return post tax 8.5 रखता हूँ, कितना कॉर्पस चाहिए होता है? तो 2.4 करोड़ का कॉर्पस चाहिए होता है. If that's the human life value, if that particular client something happens to him, loans and liability इसको हम माइनस करते हैं एंड okay, sorry guys, I think some internet network issue. So okay, I was discussing more on that insurance. Okay, Kanaya, we dropped over here. No, I dropped over here.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so human life value calculator, very important for CFP to understand because a lot of discussion will be there. Sir, मेरे को term life कितना लेना चाहिए, health insurance कितना लेना चाहिए. Okay, now coming to income and expenses. This is the income and expenses sheet that I have made. Okay, when I'm doing financial planning exercise, a lot of clients ask me ये Excel based, or when I'm discussing, I'm a qualified financial advisors with One Finance also. Over there, people ask me when I'm presenting, can you share this Excel? I normally tell them, sir, it's a very easy Excel. What I've done, I've added your income over here, I've added your expenses over here, and investment, and this is the surplus or deficit which comes at the end. And over here, I've just added two tabs. Expenses to income kitna hai, loan percentage to income kitna hai, investments to income kitna hai. And this is the current scenario which I have built. And this is the proposed which I'm telling the client to do it. Okay, this is hypothetical numbers, so don't go according to that. Where I'm telling to put money in equity fund, debt fund, gold and silver and all. Okay, so now you can see the investments to income has gone up from 23% to 58%. Okay, so CFP, I think it builds that aptitude, okay, the mathematical aptitude on how to make a plan for a client. Okay, and ये कैसे build होएगा जब आप CFP बनोगे, when you interact with the client, तब बनोगे. Okay, maybe I would say, since you're all future financial planners, you can start building a financial plan like this for your own family or your own friends or your parents. Okay, all those guys who are in their 20s and 22 or 24, 25, who are doing graduation or PG, can make an Excel like this. There's nothing, थोड़े टीवीएम के एक्सरसाइजेस हैं, पीवीएफई आपको समझना पड़ेगा, पर वो आप एक दो महीने महीने में आराम से समझ लोगे. And those guys who want to join CFP understand the concept of TVM, and then you can also join. It will give you a very big head start or advantage position. Okay, you might get the first mover advantage over there. These are the mutual funds which I tell them to invest in all. Okay, so I'm not getting more into detail कहाँ का invest करना चाहिए. I normally tell them कि equity में करना चाहिए, hybrid में करना चाहिए, debt में करना चाहिए, and also a bit on gold and silver as well. Lastly, ये सब Excel linked होते हैं. Then we arrive at the cash flow situation की age year zero, मतलब if I am 30 years old, which I'm taking at year zero, ये events है, house down payment, son's education and all, how much monthly investment I need, what is my monthly salary, what is my monthly expenses. Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't put a tab of uh, कितना surplus or deficit है year में, but you can easily build it, but you just have to link it up. Okay, एंड ये एक्सपीरियंस आपको तभी आएगा जब आप खुद बनाएंगे एक्सेल में. ओके, एंड so this is my entire 1 hour discussion on financial planning. I hope most of you got an idea how to build a financial plan. Okay, so I missed out one important point over here. Okay, I just figured it out. जो भी हमने रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग और चिल्ड्रंस गोल्स और मे बी डाउन पेमेंट ऑफ हाउस का जो भी हमने एग्जाम्पल वो गोल प्लानिंग किया था, over here I normally allocate how much should be invested. ये HDFC Nifty 50 index fund should be allocated for your children goal, wedding, retirement, everything and all. Okay, so that one sheet should be there. That would help you a lot. Okay, so I hope 1 hour, I think 55 minutes of overwhelming session on Excel. I hope it gave you an understanding the life of a financial planner. Okay, can you show the first slide? Okay, the first slide is more on FPSB financial services, not much of. Okay, so this is financial planning services. That's more of how we plan the journey and all. Yes, Mohit has presented the Ravi Saraogi research paper. You can add over there. I will add 1 point for goal sheet. It's better to classify goals as necessary, good to have, and prioritize. Yeah, you can do that, Mohit. Everyone wants the fish, but no one wants to learn fishing. Okay. Okay. So Kanaya, I am done. I think the students or all of our future financial planners have got a important lesson on financial plan construction. This is a master course, and I have seen a lot of YouTubers and on finfluencers selling such kind of YouTube videos for 500,000, and this is I've detailed this entire thing. courtesy thanks to Kanhaiya, Krishnan, and ICOFP. Okay, so this is now, okay, now I'll present the CFP PPT. Just give me a moment. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, so certified financial planner over here, I will ask Krishnan and Kanhaiya to also drop in with their messaging. Okay, but why CFP is important? Okay, I normally tell our education system has done one big blunder is it has not included a course of personal finance. Okay. If I was the finance minister or the prime minister, I would always start with a curriculum on personal finance for our class 10 plus or even a college or MBA. Okay. In MBA also, a lot of business schools have started now putting personal finance as their curriculum. Very important. As I've said, देखो अगर हेल्थ ठीक है और आपकी अगर
Yes,
इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान जर्नी और फाइनेंशियल प्लान जर्नी ठीक है एवरीथिंग रिमेन्स इन कंट्रोल
sir,
ओके
I would request you please put this slide on the slide mode, presentation mode.
ओके जस्ट मिनट
Perfect.
क्लियर
Perfect, sir.
okay
Yes,
so
sir.
okay so as I was saying personal finance is very important I think ICFP was the first one. The group director Anil Chopra was the first one who got. He had gone to CFP headquarters in US, uh, got the entire curriculum and started advising and started spreading the word of CFP. And ICFP is the one who started the entire CFP journey in India. A lot of our alumni are established financial planners in financial industry right now. Okay, CFP certification, why it's important? It's the gold standard certification on financial planning. We have seen lot of other not naming them, lot of other certification which has come, but CFP is the gold and the diamond. Okay, while we have seen a lot of others coming into the market and selling, but a CFP tag is very important. I would give you a very interesting point. I was traveling from Delhi to Cochin in the flight, and uh, in my seat in the three-seat structure, a retiree who was 40, around 50, 55 years was sitting. Next to him, I think there was a CXO of a clothing giant, and I was sitting. Okay. And he asked me, Sir, आप क्या करते हैं and all. And the entire journey, he was discussing his entire financial plan with me. He wanted to know how should I invest. Okay. Getting the CFP tag is a mark of respect. Okay. And right now, the CFP certification, CFP is just, we have around 2,700 or 3,000 in India, while in US it's around about 1 lakh. And financial advisory market in India is about to boom. You will see the numbers of CFP increasing. So that's why if you want a career in financial planning, it should be a CFP certification. This is a unique 4-in-1 certification program where international where certificates on IPM, which is investment planning, retirement planning, risk management, estate planning, those certificates are provided. It has a very extensive, comprehensive syllabus on personal finance and wealth planning, which covers all the important topics. And CFP is based in USA, but the curriculum is also global and Indian also. Okay. While you're learning, it gives you a glimpse about global curriculum as well as Indian curriculum also. Short-term and online study system, it takes about 6 to 12 months. Okay. Somebody asked me, Robin, आपने कितने time पर CFP खत्म किया? I would say I completed in around about 5 to 6 months. I was also working at that time when I completed my journey, okay, the CFP journey. And its only thing is you have to put additional hard work while you're working. A lot of challenge pathway, fast track pathway guys who are doing CFP, they combine their work as well as most of their time in completing the CFP journey. Okay, to join the program, 10 plus 2 is the certification required, 18 years plus age. And so this is a program where restrictions are quite less to join the program. There is no restriction like आपको science background होना चाहिए, commerce होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Anyone can join, but to get the CFP certification, the mark, minimum graduate, minimum 3 years of experience in BFSI, 1 year of supervised articleship under a CFP is required. Okay. Okay, a lot of questions are coming. Just a minute.
Friends, we will not leave any question unanswered. By the time Robin sir presenting this PPT, you ask your question and we will answer all your questions post this presentation.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kanaya. I think if you can also note down important ones, we can take it and you
By
and
the time
Krishnan
also
can answer
replying.
it. Huh?
Sure.
Okay. This is a program curriculum where the first part CFP level 1, where in the previous slide we mentioned 4 certificates. The first certificate is investment planning specialist. This is, I think, the foundation level of a financial planner. इसी में level 1 में ही आपको entire personal finance management और investment planning समझाया जाएगा. इसी में time value of money critical chapter समझाया जाएगा, which is so that's why I say a lot of people ask me, sir, can I go to level 3 and then come to level 1? मैं कहा level 1 is important because time value of money आप यही समझोगे. आपको financial calculator कैसे use करना है, Excel कैसे use करना है, हमारी well enriched what do you call our alumni is also there and our professors are also there to help you, guide you on how to go through Excel calculators and Excel. Okay. CFP level 2 focuses on retirement and tax planning. Okay, important chapter, important curriculum where you get just about retirement and tax planning, where curriculum of global as well as Indian is taken. Risk and estate planning, risk management, we detail about insurance in detail. Estate planning, we detail more on will creation, succession planning, trust, all those important points on estate planning. Then last will be the certified financial planner final level, which is level 4 CFP paper. While the remaining 3 papers are 2 hours, it's objective type, and the last one is a 3-hour paper, and it's a case study based where out of 100, 25 questions will be of 1 mark, which is theory questions, and then a case study of 3 marks of 25 questions. And it's a 3-hour case study. And this would test all the knowledge that you have gained from level 1, level 2, level 3. You would have questions from investment planning, retirement planning, and risk planning coming. Okay, and this is the program curriculum where I said that soft skill has to be enriched of every financial planner of CFP, and we will detail on rules of conduct, professional responsibility, empathetic listening skills, appreciative inquiry, critical thinking. This is more of a curriculum where we focuses on building your soft skill. Okay, career opportunities for CFP professionals, I think it's everywhere. CFP professional can fit in each and every domain of financial services. He can become a tax planning, retirement, or estate planning specialist. He can work in a AMC, a fund management company. He can be associated with a company like mine, a financial advisory firm, an investment advisory firm, a company who's making into financial product designing or marketing. Okay. A lot of people go to insurance field, general insurance, health insurance, life insurance, wealth management. Lot of wealth management companies hire CFP because this CFP is a gold standard in personal finance and financial planning. Lot of people, I think a major chunk, go into wealth management companies getting a good salary package. Private banking firms, relationship managers, a lot of banks are right now focusing on taking relationship managers or wealth managers who have CFP only. I have a lot of my friends who run their wealth management company where they focus in saying that we need a CFP level 4 passed guy. And that's the importance of CFP right now. A lot of people go into investment consultancy, portfolio management. A lot of PMS companies hire CFP. Insurance product companies hire CFP. A lot of fintech apps which have started coming in the are important. And as I've said, we are just 2,700 skilled professionals in the entire industry, okay, who's taking care of 130 crores Indians with a household of maybe around 50 to 60 million households. So you can understand maybe in a span of time where when the India GDP per capita increases, what the numbers of CFP professionals, how many we will need. And right now, if you're starting right now, you will have the first mover advantage. You will have the seniority, okay, tag attached to it. Okay, this is why ICFP. We are the India's first. We got CFP over here. We are the largest premium education partner of FPSB. Okay, ICFP is a part of Bajaj Capital, an elite firm listed in stock exchanges, a trusted financial services company for 60 plus years. As I've said, we are the pioneers of CFP certification. We are the one who brought CFP in India. And ICFP has been number one in CFP, and most of our CFP graduates, if you take a percentage wise, comes from ICFP. Our faculties include CFP, CFAs, CAs, PhDs. Practicing CFPs act as mentor coaches who design the curriculum. Over collective more than 130 years of professional experience and 75 years of CFP teaching experience our faculty has. And I'm very proud of my faculty when I completed my CFP several years back. And those alumni teachers and those faculty members are still there and teaching right now. It's not like that there is churning of professors every time. We have a stable faculty who are enriched and they know the ins and outs of financial planning and personal finance. A few months, we have a record of reaching 100% passing percentage. And I would say last month, when we had the passing percentage, it was around 85 to 90%, Kanaya, if I'm not wrong, or maybe more than that. Yeah, I think it was 85, 90%. A consistent track record for 21 years, where we have interested in building the entire financial advisory industry in India. That's about ICFP. And you can see a lot of alumni now becoming faculty members. I am one of them. Rishi Narang, who heads academic, he is an alumni of ICFP. Our dean, Professor Madhu Sinha, is a current dean of ICFP, comes with a lot of experience of financial services industry, lot of certification. She does a detailed, takes a few chapters of a CFP level 3 and level 2. Dinesh Gupta is a gem of a person. He teaches the entire tricks of time value of money, how to use a Excel calculator, expert in retirement planning, personal finance management, investment planning, and all. Uh, his kind of teaching, I regard him as my guru and mentor, has been wonderful and very supportive. We have other faculty members, Professor Ajay Malhotra, Shivangi Mittal, who teaches income tax in detail, Shweta and Avdesh, okay, all experienced and going through the details. I'm not specifically going through each of the detail. You can understand how rich their experience is. Our Dean Madhu Sinha was awarded the Educator of the Year this year, 23-24, in FPSB India Awards, which was there in Ahmedabad. Okay. She has been phenomenal in her experience and enriching ICFP with her entire learning and financial services industry learnings. These are some of the alumni industry stalwarts from ICFP, Suresh Sadagupan, Anil Chopra, Renu Maheshwari, Dilshad Bilmoria. They are established personalities and stalwarts in the financial services industry. The one in your right are all SEBI RIAs, SEBI registered investment advisors, a panel of independent, unbiased investment advisors, also member of ARIA, and very they have a lot of experience, have a team, and they normally hire most of their CFPs from ICFP background, ICFP. Okay, these are the study options. We have virtual classrooms online in Zoom, organized by our experts and academic faculties. Weekdays, Monday to Friday and Saturday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., specially built for all the working professionals, especially for weekends, Saturday to 9 to 11 a.m. for weekend professionals. Also, those who are in their colleges and all, they prefer evening times. The option is ready-made available. Class recordings will be there, which you can review and understand. E-learning classes also there. E-learning classes gives you your entire detailed overview of all recorded videos. You can study at your own pace with recorded lecture and mock test and all. Okay, why ICFP? Because very comprehensive study materials, concept books, workbooks, group projects. Since I'm also a faculty member, I also have level 4 mentees appointed to me, to whom I normally discuss every week and handle them and give them study tips. Okay, so every candidate who goes to level 4 is assigned a mentor who generally assist in giving them study tips, how to approach the exam, how to go about in the next CFP level 4 exam is in December 21st to 22nd. I normally teach them how to go through that. You will have case study preparations, mock test, where we prepare you in the level 4. We have preview videos. You can go back to the videos and check if you have missed something. World-class LMS, very good user interface, very easy. Class recording is there, and online mock test, personalized mentors, as I've told you. Weekly doubt clearing session. So when your exams is there, 2 weeks before that, we'll start with weekly doubt clearing session. If you have any doubts, you can ask any questions. You have the faculty phone numbers and all if you want to discuss anything. Case study, especially, which our Dean Madhu Sinha takes and preparing in detail on case study. Assignments are also there just to build your personal finance and learning knowledge. Okay, now coming to this is the board fee, fast track pathway. This is for the fast track challenge pathway, guys. One is the fast track validation fee of 5,000, which normally is taken by FPSB, normally checking your education and experience. Then we have registration plus FPSB content of 34,000. The financial plan assessment of 10,500. This is mainly the case study, the capstone project fee. CFP final exam fees around 13,000 and CFP certification around 10,500. So roughly around this would sum up to around 70 to
So
85,000.
before you explain this slide, I would request you to different make a light on the different. There are two pathway. pathway. One is the
Okay,
regular
okay.
pathway, and the another is
Okay.
the
Okay, so there are two structures to FPSB program. One is fast track pathway, and this is for experienced professionals who have more than 3 years experience. Could be a CA inter, BCom, CFA, CPA, CMA. Those who have a PG degree in economics, and most important, 3 years experience, prior work experience in BFSI sector, as mentioned over here in bank, mutual fund, insurance company, security company, portfolio manager, brokerage. Okay, so this is for mainly working professionals with a 3 years benchmark. The other is a regular pathway where the condition of okay, so regular pathway over here where eligibility is 10 plus 2, 18 plus years, and there's no restriction. And this is the fee structure. The FPSB registration fee is 18,000. Ebook fee is around 32,500. Level 1 to 3, and the CFP final fee. FBXB exam fee is around 33,250. This is all for the level 4 exams, 1, 2, 3, 4. The financial plan assessment 10,500, and the specialist certification exam fee of 10,500. Okay, so this is a fee structure for regular pathway and fast track. I hope I've explained fast track pathway mainly for working professional, 3 year plus educational qualification you can see over here. In regular pathway, eligibility is 10 plus 2, but you will get the CFP certification after you have completed a year with the articleship with the CFP and all. Okay, and this is the study fee. We have three setups, virtual learning, e-learning, and the fast track pathway. I'll come to the fast track pathway where the 4-in-1 study fee is 35,000. Okay, you have the option of paying it in loan as well with the EMI option. In virtual learning, the fee structure comes to around 60,000. You have the facility of paying us in EMI. E-learning is around 45,000. Krishnan, Kananya, you want to share some thoughts here, pointers here?
No, sir. I mean, one can apply for this program. One can join the CFP program by paying 10,000, and for rest of the amount, we have a tie-up with NBFC who will do the loan at 0% interest rate. The fee is 60,000 for live interactive class who join the regular pathway. Then we also have a e-learning recorded videos. Uh, so if someone wants to enroll for e-learning, those who have paucity of time or have different commitments cannot match the commitment with the class timing, they can go for the e-learning. They can study at their own pace. The cost is 45,000 rupees for e-learning. Then for the fast track, those who are eligible for the fast track, meaning to say, if I talk about the eligibility, the person has to be a MBA, CA, CFA, MBA in any stream, the postgraduate in any stream, then CA or CFA, ACCA, those who have this kind of knowledge, plus having at least minimum 3 years of work ex in BFSI sector, they can directly go for the fast track pathway. So if I calculate the board fee for fast track pathway, it is total coming to 73,000 rupees, and the ICOFP fee is 35,000 rupees. If I talk about the regular pathway, the board fee comes to 1,15,250 rupees, and based on the choice, one can choose the instructor-led classes or e-learning classes.
Okay, thank you, Kanaya. I think he's given a very brief description, concise description. Okay. I would also say you can note down this phone number. Okay. 9711437779. Okay. And these are our CFP advisors who will touch base with you. You can note down this number. Okay. Just waiting for everyone to note it down. Okay. I'm just coming back to the other slides. I'm not completed yet. Okay. Okay, and this is the special offer for regular pathway guys. Over here,
If you can go one slide back, sir.
okay, sorry. Yeah,
The another thing we have mentioned the offer, maybe
this
the second
slide.
one, but no, the next. Go next. Uh, no, sir. There is a offer slide we have for today. We have specially designed. The next slide. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, friends, if you join today, we have an offer for you. You will get a flat 10% discount on ICOFP study fee, CFP study fee at ICOFP. Meaning to say, if you are joining for regular pathway under the instructor-led class, your fee would be um, 54,000 rupees, and the same discount, the 10% discount will go for the other learning mode also. We will also help you with a coupon code which you will apply at the time of subscribing the content, which will help you save your 50% on your content fee. So the content fee is around 32,000 rupees, so you will be able to save around 16,250 rupees on FBSV content fee. Although we offer all the content for CFP, but this is mandatory for everyone to subscribe the content given by the FPSP. So there you will be able to save 16,000 rupees. We also offer, we will also give you an ISM 5A learning, e-learning content, which you can study. That's a 15 hours content. You can study those content and you can directly go to give the exam for an ISM 5A mutual fund exam. Uh, we also giving you a quick equity market course. That's also a 7 hours recorded lectures. This will help you understand the equity market, the derivative market, a little bit of chart pattern, candlestick, all those things, knowledge you will get in this course. Robin, sir, if you could go on the next slide. Robin, sir, you're there. So, guys, if anyone are interested to join the CFP, you can call on the number 9711 43 777 9. My team is there. They can help you, guide you with all the details. Let's take some questions from the chat. Yes, rightly said, Alok ji. Anyone with MBA is eligible with 3 years of work experience in the BFI sector. Yes, sir. Yes, you will get the hard copy of. We will provide you the hard copy books. We will courier you hard copy books to your address, irrespective of you are joining the regular pathway or the challenge, the fast track pathway. If I talk about the duration of the program for the regular pathway, it takes around 9 to 10 months to complete your study. Or if I talk about the fast track, it will take around 5 to 6 months to complete your CFP certification.
And there are, I think, there are students like me. I think we completed in 6 or 7 months. Okay, so it's not necessary level 1 exam has to given and then level 2. Maybe in a month you can give 2 exams also. We have seen a lot of regular pathways guys giving 2 exams in a month. Okay, so it's totally depends on your own hard work and what Kanaya has told on the entire offer for today. Please go through that. This number is available throughout the day. Call us anytime if you have any questions and we will detail you. Okay.
Shah Khanji is asking, is there an exemption for qualification from CISI UK? I have level 3 and 4 wealth management, sir. For the board fee, I don't think there is any kind of relaxation on the fee part. but we have to check whether you are eligible for the fast track pathway or not. So with this, if you are eligible, you will be able to save around 4 to 5 months of learning, and around 30% on the fee part. The online classroom training will be of 9 to 10 months, sir. It is a for regular pathway you will get around 240 hours of training, and for fast track pathway it is around 55 hours of refreshment class, and then there's a project uh, project case study. So those who have some kind of doubt whether they are eligible for fast track or not, what I would suggest you, you send me your resume. I'll get a soft check from the board team. Once we get a kind of go ahead, then we will ask you to enroll for this program.
I think most of you would be having doubts. Do I qualify and all? Don't be shy. Please call us on this number. Our team will get in touch with FPSB and look if you qualify or not. Okay. So please don't be hesitant in calling us. Okay. We will do best for you.
Ramesh, I'll take this question. Ramesh Lal sir asking, I have 20 years of experience in government institute and 5 years experience in portfolio management and investment. I also write on Quora and manage some friends' portfolio. What salary can I expect? Sir, you already have 20 years of experience. Why you want to go in a job? What I would suggest is to start your own financial advisory firm, because your 20 years of experience will add some value. Uh, when when I talk about the experience in a webinar, Sanjeev Bajaj sir said, you have to work for your 100 clients, and then rest of your clients comes from your 100 clients. So that 1.5 year time, you will get good income. You will have a sustainable income after 1.5 year. But as I said earlier, the fresher's salary start from 6 to 7 thousand rupees, and it goes up to 20-25 lakh rupees. The FBSB board have also a job portal where you can go and check. They have always uh, so many jobs posted. The pay is around 15 LPA, 20 LPA based on the company and the requirements. Santoshji, I didn't get your question. Yellow row is combined fee. The fee for the regular, the training fee is 60,000 rupees for instructor-led class, 45,000 for e-learning, the regular pathway, and 35,000 rupees for fast track pathway.
Ravi Joshi, you can call us on that number. We'll help you in clarifying your points. Okay. Don't be hesitant in doing that.
Yes, the Anis Modi ji is asking, is this virtual classroom daily or only on weekends? So yes, we do have a two options. The weekdays class and weekend class. For the week, if you choose to join the weekdays class, your classes will be 7:30 to 9:30 in the evening from Monday to Friday. You can also join the weekend class where your 2 hours class on Sunday and 2 hours will be on Saturday. So with fast track pathway, you will be able to complete your CFP in around 7 to 8 months, and for weekend class, it will take around 9 to 10 months to complete. So friends, you can also raise your hand, and I'll unmute you one by one. You can ask your question directly from Robin sir. Rajiv ji is Rajiv ji, you can unmute yourself and you can ask your question if you have. Okay, Datta Prasad ji, if you have any question, you can ask. You can.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are very loud and clear, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for a good program. See, sir, I'm BE Mechanical. Okay. I'm having an engineering qualification of BE Mechanical. After working for 30 years in a big industry, since January 2020, I am working in the field of mutual funds, insurance, FDs. So I am working in the financial field. Am I eligible for fast track?
Uh, so the fast track requirement is, sir, you have to be a postgraduate, either postgraduate or CA or CFA, or the qualification that I have
Oh,
here. So if you are a graduate, BTech or maybe any different, then you are not eligible because the
oh,
post graduation is required. But you can always opt for a regular pathway. Since you are already in the financial field, you are working in the mutual fund and insurance sector. It will be a transition for you from a mutual fund agent to a certified financial planner.
okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir. Yes, Rajiv ji, you can ask your question.
Hello.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah. Essentially, you have to have 3 years experience to qualify as finally. I mean, after passing the exam, by the time you appear for the final exam, unless and until you have 3 years experience in, you cannot qualify as a financial advisor, right? Am I correct?
You cannot use your the CFP along with your name. But you will always be to achieve to get the CFP charter holder, you have to have at least 3 years of work experience in the BFSI or 1 years of supervised experience under a CFP, practicing CFP.
Okay. I mean, the CFP certificate can allow can help me to get a job, and then by the time I complete 3 years, then I'll be able to work on my own.
Yes, yes, yes. You
Correct.
you can practice
Okay.
anytime. So we will also help you with this 1 years of supervised experience requirement.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Santoshi, you can ask your question. You can unmute yourself.
Namaste ji, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
That was really great. And the session was fantastic. Thanks a lot for being there as a supporting guide. And thanks a lot, Robin, sir, for a wonderful presentation. Now, coming to my question. I am a person who is into yoga and psychology. I'm looking forward to do this CFP for a very long time. And I will just start right now. And I've been working with another person who is my guide and philosopher for this financial guidance. So he's a CFP. He's a CFP. Is that clear?
Yes, the Robin sir is a CFP.
No, I'm talking about a guy whom I'm working with. Okay, he's a CFP.
Yes, 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 yes.
And if he certifies, will that be enabling me to get the certification from people after I completing my examinations?
Yes, you have to be 1 year in articleship with the CFP, and then you'll be granted that.
So Robin sir, can I just make it like this? So I'm joining the course now. I'm doing this particular applications for close to about an year or so.
Okay.
By the time I finish my examinations, let us say by end of 2025. Okay. So can I enroll by the same time for 1 year with that gentleman here in Chennai and also get the approvals from every one of you people? Is that possible?
So if you have a 1 year articleship with the CFP, that would be taken into account.
That was fantastic. Thanks a lot for a wonderful explanation and answering my question also. I'm looking forward to catch up with you people sooner. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I didn't get your name. I'm sorry. So I'm not able to see. Robin,
My
sir, I
name
can
is-
see.
yeah.
I could not get your name. Your name, please?
My name is Kanhaiya. So
Kannaya. Yeah,
you are
he's
from
been referring
Chennai.
Kannaya. Nice catching up with Kannaya. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have a faculty from the Vivu Venkata Raman. He is based out of in Chennai only.
Oh, I'll be really happy in catching up. And if it is possible, I will be in touch with you. Okay.
So,
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
So my request to everyone is that if you have any questions, please call us on that number. Okay, and we'll help you, handhold you, solve every question of yours, and our admission team will also consult with you and track you. And if some questions comes that needs to be taken to FPSB, we'll follow up and help you. Okay, a lot of questions will come like this. I am a CA, I am MA or BA, but I've worked in 1 year, 2 year as a MFT and all. So all these questions will be taken into account. So please call us on the number anytime.
Sure, sir. The one question I'll take, Kedar Singh is asking, why CA in India so much tough course? People do for career and do one more than 2 lakh CA. But why CFP people do not interested in India?
See, chartered accountancy is more of finance and accounting, okay, where you have to look at the corporate ledger book, okay, entire investment accountancy, okay, and that is a bit rigorous. CFP pertains mainly to financial planning and personal finance, where the focus is on retirement, tax, investment planning, personal finance, risk management, and estate planning. Okay. So don't compare CA and CFP. CA is mainly for being proficient in finance and accounting, while CFP is more related to personal finance. While both of them are part of finance, but two different streams.
Also, I'll add some light on this. The CA, the qualification started, it's been more than 50 years. And the CFP is just 20 years old in India. If I talk about the number of CFPs in USA, this is 1 lakh.
And if you see emerging markets like Brazil, China, and India, especially the emerging economies like Brazil, China, India, okay, are the one where we are seeing the number of CFPs entering is higher. Okay. And you can see the US population is how much? Maybe 30 crores. So 1 lakh for 30 crores. Okay. And see the potential over here, 3,000, and the numbers will zoom. Getting this qualification earlier gets you that tag of respect, and you get that seniority that you have started a first mover advantage. Okay,
so with this, thank you so much, Robin sir, for accepting this invitation for this wonderful session, and thank you everyone for joining us this beautiful morning for this session.
Yeah. I hope it was productive for all of you. You got a glimpse of financial planning. Exactly. We have detailed you why CFP is important, why ICFP is the premier institute for personal finance and financial planning in India, a unit which is supported well by Bajaj Capital, which has been there for 60 plus years, a reputed name. So we have the best faculty, renowned faculty, especially awarded by FPSB India and USA. So any questions, please call us on the number and we'll help you out.
So those who are asking for the PPT, and also unfortunately we cannot be able to provide, but yes, this video will be available on YouTube. I have added this official channel of ICOFP here. You can subscribe, and you will get this recording uploaded by Monday. Thank you so much, sir. Signing off.
Thank you, Kanaya. Thank you, Krishnan.